This is a Fox News alert as you look at the White House. Just finished up a conference call with two senior State Department officials. Fox News was not invited onto this conference call for reporters. We usually are on this list, but we were not invited to this conference call. We do have a transcript of some of these quotes about the Benghazi attack, and here is one of them about Ambassador Chris Stevens. Quote, the ambassador walked guests out at 8:30 p.m. or so. This is the night of the attack on 9/11. There was nobody on the street. This is about the possible protests before the attack. There was nobody on the street, according to this call with two senior State Department officials. Then at 9:40 p.m., they saw on the security cameras at the consulate that there were armed men invading the compound. Again, no protest, no spontaneous protest. There were armed men invading the compound. Quote, everything is calm at 8:30 p.m., nothing unusual. There had been nothing unusual during the day outside all day. And then the attack. Again, this contradicts directly what was said by the UN ambassador, the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Susan Rice, and it contradicts essentially what the administration had been saying for 5 days after we reported that intelligence officials had, within 24 hours, that this was a terrorist attack. This also comes ahead of a committee hearing tomorrow up on Capitol Hill, where a House Committee, Oversight Committee, will start calling witnesses. They have uncovered a full list of some 230 security incidents that happened in the year before on the consulate and the area around the consulate in Libya. And one of the congressmen who just got back from Libya talked about that today, and the State Department responded.
Twice in the lead up to their attack on 9/11, our compound in Benghazi was bombed. Twice the British ambassador had an assassination attempt. We were moving into 9/11, and now the White House wants to say, well, we had no direct information, no actionable intelligence. Are you kidding me? I mean, where else in the world was our consulate bombed twice?
I'm not going to go into all of these kinds of timeline details as to what we had when and where. You know, some of those things I'm guessing will be covered tomorrow in the open hearing, but again, these are all pieces that we are pulling together now.
Kirsten, this is getting worse by the day.
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's completely outrageous that nobody from Fox News was on this call, because the only people who have been asking any questions, which is why, frankly, let's just put it out there, nobody from Fox News was on that call, because they're the only one that's been following this closely and would be able to catch them in all of the things that they say that don't add up. It's not just that they suggested that there was something going on outside of the embassy. It's that Susan Rice sat at this desk and sat at multiple desks around the city and weaved an unbelievable tale that had already been disproven by other reporters. There were already reports saying that it was quiet outside the embassy before. And I just urge everybody to go back and look at the transcripts at how specific she was, at the specific details she offered about how it was a copycat of what was going on in Cairo, and how it built and built, and then these people came in and sort of took it over. I mean, they're accusing Mitt Romney of lying in the debate. The lying that's going on here should be causing a, front page scandal in this city.
Quickly, the State Department, by the way, is apologizing profusely to Fox News for leaving us off that call. Charles.
As they should. When you go back and look at what Susan Rice said, she didn't just say this was a demonstration and it wasn't a terror attack. I remember the words she said, there was no evidence it was a terror attack. Now that is a stretch way beyond simply getting it wrong. There was a ton of evidence it was a terrorist attack. You might have said the preponderance is that it was a demonstration, or we have some evidence. So they went way out on a limb with something that was absolutely wrong, obviously wrong, embarrassingly wrong, and this is a scandal, and the fact that it only been of interest to us and to a few others is really a second scandal.
Yeah, maybe you'll get a muffin basket from the State Department. I think that basically we're at the point now where the majority of what the Obama administration said in the wake of this was untrue rather than true. They've told more lies than they've told truths. And you're getting the distinct whiff of almost a Nixonian-style cover-up and distortion of the truth on this. What's interesting to me, just in terms of the politics of it, is right now you have Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama's political interests are aligned. That may not last very long. It certainly won't last through the election. It'll be very interesting to see who throws who under the bus. But as it is right now, it's really an astounding scandal that hasn't gotten the attention it deserves.
This conference call coming ahead of that committee hearing, which we will cover fully here on Fox News Channel.